What's up, y'all? It's your boy John. We're back at it again, and today is going to be a little different because I'm going to teach y'all how to use Adobe Premiere Pro Basic. We're just going to be straightforward basics, cut, paste, print. Literally cut, paste, print. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and transition to our station, our workstation. So let's check that out. All right, sweet. So this is our workstation. Okay, this is what we got going on right now. So the way that Adobe Premiere works is you're gonna have your assembly, you're gonna have your editing, your color, your effects, your audio, any graphics, and then the libraries. I honestly don't know what that part is because I never use any of those. But we're gonna start with assembly. Okay, so this is the assembly of the videos that you're creating. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create a bin. Okay, so you do that by clicking on this little folder right here. It says new bin, create a bin. Always name your bins. This one's gonna be named footage. So naming it, we named it footage. Now I'm gonna go ahead and click on it. I'm gonna open it up. So once you choose the video you want, it goes and drops it into the bin. So once it's in the bin, we're gonna right click on any of the videos and we're gonna click on new sequence from clip. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna take that image and it's gonna throw it into the timeline. So this is the timeline right here. The timeline is basically your edit. It's the video that you are editing so that you can show your friends, family, whoever it may be, right? So when you run through, you can see this is the edit. All right, this is the video. This is actually a Gundam that I'm working on. You get a little sneak peek. So right here, this is the sequence, and you can tell it's a sequence because this little image and it says sequence. So we're gonna grab it just by clicking and holding. We're gonna drag it to the project and we're gonna throw it out. Boom. So now when we go to our footage is here and the sequence is not here anymore. This is important for me just because it helps me know exactly where everything is at. Click and hold onto the video and then drag it. So if you want to see the little fist right there, you know what I'm saying? We're going to drag it to the bottom and we're going to let go. All right, now we're going to do that to the next video clip we want. We're going to click, hold, drop. Now what happens is we have dropped it into the timeline, and if we scroll, the way you scroll through the timeline is by clicking on this little blue right here, and you just click, hold, and you drag. So now that we have the footage in the timeline, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start editing. Okay, the next thing we're learning is how to get rid of the things we don't want in the video. So you're gonna click C, and what C is the cut tool. Okay, now this cut tool is a pretty little tool. You can see right there, I'm just cutting a bunch of things, right? What it does is it makes one clip into 2, and then into 4, and then into 8, and go on and so forth and so on, right? So that's what the cut tool is. It helps you cut. If you do control, so that's it, the CTRL and Z, you can go back if you messed up. So let's say you cut something by accident and you're like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. No worries, just Command Z, you go back. So we're gonna click it again, and again. Now our clip is back into one piece. Okay, so I'm scrolling through the timeline and seeing what do I want. I take that off. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut again. I'm gonna scroll through that a little bit. I like that. Show it before I get rid of anything. Boom, right there. I'm gonna do another cut. Click on the V. Go back to the mouse cursor. I'm gonna click what I don't want. So I'm gonna click on what I don't want, and I'm just gonna click on the delete tab. It gets rid of that. All right. Now that that's gotten rid of. Now that that is gone, we're going to click on the next image I don't want, or the next video I don't want, and I'm going to delete that as well. Now that it's deleted, I am left with that nice little shot of the Gundam. I'm left with the beginning of me showing the head. So I'll cut that right about there. And at this point, you're just choosing what you want to keep, right? So let me go ahead and just do a little cutting, and I'm just continuing this process until I get rid of what I don't want. That's the idea. All right, so something you can do in order to get rid of these gaps is if you click on the gap and then click delete, it'll delete the gap. We'll do the same thing here. So now these two videos are right after each other. Perfect. All right, now that you have the edit that you think you want, go ahead and watch it. You're gonna grab this blue tab, bring it to the front. You're gonna go ahead and click on the space bar on your keyboard and it'll play. Now the benefit of watching your playthrough is you figure out, oh hey, these are things that actually, you know what, I don't want to see that. I forgot to get rid of that. Always watch your video through to make sure it's exactly how you want it. Alright, so now what you're going to do after your video is done, you can go ahead and add music if you want. It's basically going to be the exact same way that you added your footage. You want to make sure you know where your music's at. Make sure it's not copyrighted. So I always create a bin, call it sounds, and then I'll click on it, double click, and then it will bring me up the folder. I'll go ahead and look for a song that I desire. Boom. So now I have the music right here. If I double click it, it'll pop up here. I can press play and I can listen to it. Sounds good. Click, hold, drag. You want to drag it under your footage. Okay. Then if you play, your video has sound. Okay. So then you're going to do the same thing. Let's say I wanted to edit end here. I'm going to go ahead and click C for the cut tool. Cut that. And then I'll press V, click on it, and then I'll press delete to get rid of it. So now my video is edited and has music. At this point, what you're going to do is you're going to click enter. If it starts playing instantly when you click enter, then that means that there's no videos that need to be rendered. And basically what rendering is if your footage has a little red tab on the top of this little area right here, it needs to be rendered. It needs to get through this process to make it more smooth. And once you click enter, it'll show rendering. Once the rendering process is done, your footage should not have the little red mark anymore. What it actually should have is either a green mark or a yellow, how it is right now. But we're good. Everything is looking saucy. Bring it to the end. Once we bring it to the end, we're going to click on the O. So create an out point. You can do the same thing with the I key. So if you go to the front and you click I, it creates an in point. So you have your in point, your out point, and everything in between is going to be exported, right? So I'll go ahead and just export this video at this point. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and click on the file. We're going to go down and we're going to look for export. Once we see export, we're going to click media. Once media is clicked, this screen right here will pop up. This is the export settings. Export settings is very confusing, but this is all we're going to do. We're going to do two things. One is we're going to click on match sequence setting. And basically what this does is it tells the program, Adobe, hey, the way that we edit this video in the settings that the video was taken is how we want to export it. From there, what you're going to do is output name. You're going to double click on that. Now, this part is important. This is where you name your video. So for this one, I'll call it promo. You know what, we'll use it as a promo video. So then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and click on the output name. You're going to name what you want it to be, which is, for me, promo. Make sure that you are on the right profile, the right folder that you want, right? So the simple way it's going to be, you're going to click export. So once you click export, right now as we speak, the video is encoding. It's finished exporting. The video has been exported. So now you should be able to bring up that video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to footage. I'm going to click to bring up a footage. And I should be able to find my video that I edited. So once you find the video, you're going to double click and boom, it's right here. So if I throw this into the timeline, this is the video that's been exported. This video right here is the exact same video as this. The difference is we've made it into one unique sequence. That is it. That is how you cut footage. Yeah, you cut, paste, and print. That is how you do it, my friends. If you have any questions, any comments, anything really, something that maybe I missed, because I'm pretty sure. But once again, remember, this is the basics. This is as simple as you could possibly get. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, comment, like, and subscribe. That honestly will help. If you throw it in a comment, I can do another tutorial like this on either Adobe Premiere or Photoshop, or even just maybe iMovie. Maybe a free version of editing softwares for the homies who are out there. Yeah, so let me know. Comment, like, and subscribe, and until next time, peace.